Hello everybody, welcome to Boxing Legacies. I'd just like to thank everybody for sticking with the channel over the last 6 months or so. I haven't been able to upload a single video, partly due to Sky Sports being slightly bitter, in my opinion. Before the Wilder Brazil fight, a little while back, when Wilder knocked him out, I created a highlight video footage of Joshua versus Brazil. Downloaded the video, cut all my favourite segments, put together this little video and uploaded it onto YouTube. In the week or so leading up to the fight, it got some traction and I was getting about 30,000, 40,000 views per day on the video. I think Sky Sports, it got their attention because it was outperforming and it was higher in the highlight list than their own cut of Joshua Brazil, and I didn't think they liked it too much, so it got taken down and I got flagged up for copyright, and I've sort of been in YouTube limbo, unable to post anything until this morning. I had an email this morning saying my channel was now active again, so I'd like to thank everybody for still being a subscriber of mine, and I hope this video gets through to you, and I'd just like to say thank you, from my heart. Anyway, it's quite fortuitous that today it's sort of been unlocked after the events of last night. Obviously, Anthony Joshua regained his titles against Andy Ruiz, and it's just a small video on my thoughts and my feelings, and I just want to know why everyone's hating on him. I want to know why everybody hates Anthony Joshua. If he goes in and knocks people out, people say, oh, it's boring, he goes in and knocks them out. If he goes in and boxes, everyone says he's running. It just annoys me a little bit, so I'd like to go through a few points that I feel that are necessary to sort of support the fact that he did what he needed to do to win. I don't get the fact that boxing, sticking, moving, hitting and not being hit is classed as running nowadays. I don't know why boxing fans and people in the boxing circles class that as running. I just don't understand. I mean, Muhammad Ali did it for years, and he's classed as one of the greatest, so why is it different now? It's simply because it's Anthony Joshua. People want to see big knockouts. People want to see Deontay Wilder knocking over potato cans. People want to see, these big fights. People don't necessarily understand what it takes to be a good boxer. To move for 12 rounds against a shorter guy who likes to let his hands go. And Ruiz is obviously fast, proved it from the first fight. Joshua, he had his ass handed to him. He wasn't prepared. He didn't know what was coming. And Joshua looked absolutely stupid in that first fight. I'm a Joshua fan. I'm going to admit it. Joshua looked very, very average and ordinary in that first fight. But in the second fight, being more prepared, Joshua did what he needed to do to win. I was watching something the other day. It was on Boxing Social. I think it was published about 6 days ago or so, and it was people like Dave Allen and people like that giving their opinions on, like Joseph Parker and Briggs, giving their opinions on what would happen during the fight. And some of it was quite unbiased. Some of it was, I don't know what happened. It could happen like this. It could happen like that. And some of it was quite fair. But then you had the likes of Dave Allen who were completely slating Joshua, and it's like, well, hang on, give him his due, everything he's done for the sport up to now, and as soon as he loses, everybody hates him. I don't understand it. If you're winning, everybody loves you. As soon as you lose, everybody hates you, and it's really, it must really piss Joshua off, to be honest, because if it was me and I was in that position and everyone was, flocking around me because I was this champion and I was seemingly unbeatable, I had a body of an Adonis, I looked the part, I'm humble, I'm respectful, and I'm winning every time I go out, and everybody loves me. Then all of a sudden, all of those people drift away and nobody cares because you've lost. And it just seems like, I personally feel he needs to cut everybody like that out of his life, because to me, people like that, they're like a cancer. You don't need people like that in your life. If they're only going to be with you while you're successful and then ditch you when you're not, just get rid of them. But it's just like, and you saw these. I spent a lot of time on Facebook because I couldn't be on my YouTube channel as much, and I go on all these boxing channels on Facebook and all these boxing pages, and I interact with a few people on there, and it's crazy how quiet all the Mexican fan base have been since last night. You know, because yesterday, all day, I was getting, you know, I was interacting, putting comments and things like this, saying how I thought the fight was going to go, and people were just trying to cut me down, saying no, Joshua's going to get absolutely annihilated. This is going to happen, and this is going to happen, and when it didn't, I was sort of proven right. I always thought that Joshua needed to do what he did to win. And that's exactly what he did do. But not a single person, not a single Mexican fan has come out on all these Facebook pages and said, excuse me, and said, I think Joshua did really, really well. Everyone says, oh, he's running. No, it's not running at all. He outscored Ruiz with punches. He didn't get hit as much. Therefore, you win rounds. It's simple. It's simple boxing science. You hit your opponent more and don't get hit back, you win. I don't know why people can't understand that. Just because it doesn't end in a knockout does not mean you win. Does not mean you haven't won. That's what I can't get into my head. And all of these Mexican fans that are keep slagging Anthony Joshua off and this, that, and the other, and it's all quiet. It's fucking crickets. You can't hear a single peep from them now. But in a couple of weeks' time, if a fight is scheduled between Joshua and Usyk, all the Mexican fans will come out, and all of a sudden, they'll be supporting Usyk just because they don't like the fact Joshua won. There's always going to be hate, and that's it's part of boxing. Everyone's always going to like a certain boxer or dislike a certain boxer. They're going to like a boxer's style. They're going to not like a boxer's style. I mean, Joshua used to come out and knock people out all the time. And then he fought Joseph Parker, and he knew smaller, faster guy. He couldn't do that, so he boxed clever. He outboxed him, and he won against Joseph Parker. He did what he needed to do to win the fight. Simple. If Joshua came out like he did in the last fight, firing against Ruiz would have cut the ring off, let his hands go, and Joshua could possibly have been in a similar situation. But he didn't let him. He didn't let him have the opportunity. He used his brains, he used his tactics, even when there was slight chances of Joshua opening up and trying to make a dent. He landed a few shots, and you could see he wanted to go for it, but he held back. He refused to be sucked into that one-on-one beatdown that happened in the first fight, and I think he boxed really, really well. Anyway, guys, sorry it's a not very long video. I just wanted to put a few thoughts and feelings out there. I will put in a description for the Boxing Social video, so you can go and have a look at it yourself. I mean, it's not completely biased against Joshua, but some of it, I think some of these people that have these opinions of Joshua I think they should make another video with the same people and actually get their views now instead of before. Because people like Dave Andy say, oh yeah, you said he was going to get trashed. You said Joshua was going to get trashed. How do you feel about it now? And just see his reaction. See if you can get an apology out of him. That might be alright. Anyway, guys, I'm going to try and upload some more videos. I'm going to try and upload every day. But thank you for sticking with the channel. I know I haven't got many subscribers, but I do appreciate every single one. I'd like a few more, and I will still post highlight videos of fights that I like and fights that I love. I will absolutely will do that. If I get put in if I get put in YouTube jail for another 6 months, so be it. I just want to try and bring you guys boxing that I love, videos that I love. I mean, I'm still going to upload classic fights. Anyway, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.